Welcome to Strategy Saturday. I'm Charles Carillo, and today we're going to be discussing what tenant upgrades should I focus on. So when you own a multifamily or single family property, you're going to want to start doing repairs, renovations that your tenants will value, aka pay you more for. That's also going to increase your cash flow along with the property's value. But what are these upgrades? Well, the first couple of upgrades I'll mention are the ones that people will search for when they are searching for places to live online or through an app. Number one is like washer and dryer machines in the unit. Now, if you purchase a property and it does not have hookups, you should add them. And depending on the class of the unit in the building, I would highly recommend adding the machines as well. Typically, you are looking to purchase stackable washer and dryer combos for under $1,000, and this will usually add about $50 to $75 a month in income. Now, that is a great return on investment. In smaller C-class properties, I will usually add hookups in the basement since there is no risk if it overflows. You have people that aren't paying attention, and in C-class properties, it's more prevalent than in nicer properties. In regards to water bills, if you have your tenants pay their own water bills, then there's nothing to do. If the landlord pays the water bills, make sure you're adding on at least $25 per month for water because those bills can get really high very quickly. Now, if you have a larger complex, it might be easier to add a laundry room, and you can outsource the laundry services to a service that will install machines and split revenue with you. Now, make sure you understand laundry contracts before engaging in them, because many will carry over to the new owner if you sell. We are selling an apartment complex now, and we did not renew a laundry contract and had the service remove their machines and left the laundry room vacant while we sell it. So the new owners can use their own service that they want, and they do not need to inherit the laundry contract that we made because it might not be the most beneficial for them. Especially if they have a number of different properties, they're probably getting a better split than just a normal contract that we might get for them. Now, this is much more appealing to buyers also since they will make more money the first day the machines are installed. And that income that they're going to make the first day, it's a great value add for them because that's going to go right to their NOI right on day one. Pet friendly. This is a huge one. This is an increasingly highly demanded feature in rentals with 70% of the US households having pets, and tenants will pay for it. I would increase the monthly rent for pets and add a non-refundable fee for exit cleaning upon move-in. Make sure that you are saving a portion of the fees you are charging for repairs and cleaning at the end of the lease. In addition, for larger properties, adding a dog park is also a relatively easy property upgrade. And it allows you to contain the majority of where animals are on your properties outside. So where they're going to the bathroom and stuff like this. With a dog park, you can keep it much more centered. Next is stainless steel appliances. Now, no one wants white appliances, and it's a dead giveaway when looking at property photos when the last time the unit was upgraded. Black appliances are better and should be in your Class C apartments, but stainless steel appliances have really come down in cost over the past few years and should be added to any property that is B- and above. And you're going to get more rent for it, and it's just going to look a lot nicer. Garbage disposal. This is really given in B class and above apartments, but adding one into a C or C plus apartment is a feature that many other apartments don't have, especially if they're older. Now, if you have properties that have been recently upgraded in the C class arena, yes, they probably do have garbage disposals, but adding one is pretty easy, and I would definitely do it probably between tenants, and because that's where you're going to be able to really get that rent increase. Granite counters. Now, if you have a B- and above apartment, add granite. It is not that expensive, and it meshes well with your stainless steel appliances. There are also fake granite looking linoleum counters for your C-class properties that are really convincing until you touch them. And I've seen them before, we've used them before, and they're very nice, but you really want to have granite when you're getting into B- and above, or if you're moving an apartment during your renovations to a B- and above, do it right now. Do the cabinets, even if you just do the cabinet fronts, do the granite countertops, and put stainless steel appliances in there, you're going to ultimately get much higher rents, and the return on investment is astounding. So smart units are another thing that are becoming more and more desirable for tenants, and an ability to control thermostat from their phone, smart USB plugs, smart lighting that allows tenants to control lights from their phones. Other smart items you could add for nicer apartments would be smart locks and smart appliances. And you probably have already seen smart locks on Airbnbs and different short-term rentals, but it's something that adding them into apartments is something that's really the wave of the future, and you're going to be able to charge more. If you have multiple units, you don't have to do all of these in every unit, right? As people switch over, as tenants leave, new ones come in. When you're renovating the apartment or doing upgrades to it between tenants, that's when you can add some of these smart items or like test out some of these upgrades and see exactly what happens with rents and what you're able to achieve, and see if people actually care about it in your market or don't. A lot of these upgrades, like the smart ones, this is going to be for like a B and above type apartment. I doubt you're going to have many people in C-class properties that want to pay more for being able to run their thermostat. The last one here is fitness rooms. Now, if you have a B-class complex, I would suggest adding or revamping the gym. And a lot of complexes we've seen that we've walked, they have dated gyms. And by revamping them, of course, new machinery and clean it up and new equipment, but adding online fitness programs as well is a plus, like Pelotons, and that people can utilize so they have an interaction. And it's like going to a gym, but even better. And if it's on your property, this is saving people, especially if they have like a 1-bedroom apartment, they are not wasting a bunch of room on the equipment. So it's a huge plus. When I rented apartments, I always liked looking to see if there was a gym because it was great to have one. I could just walk down to it a couple minutes, and I didn't have to have all this equipment in my apartment that's usually smaller than you really want. And this is also another thing too with Pelotons. I don't have to actually buy one, and I can put a little room inside the gym, the fitness room, so people don't need to put another one in their unit, and they don't have to deal with working around it in their living space. So I hope you enjoyed. Please remember to rate, review, subscribe, submit comments and potential show topics at globalinvestorspodcast.com. Look forward to 2 more episodes next week. See you then.
Nothing in this episode should be considered specific, personal, or professional advice. Any investment opportunities mentioned on this podcast are limited to accredited investors. Any investments will only be made with proper disclosure, subscription documentation, and are subject to all applicable laws. Please consult an appropriate tax, legal, real estate, financial, or business professional for individualized advice. Opinions of guests are their own. Information is not guaranteed. All investment strategies have the potential for profit or loss. The host is operating on behalf of Syndication Superstars, LLC exclusively.